Hello, everybody. Welcome to this video training where I'm going to show you how to set up your LinkedIn funnel. This is the last training. You'll have a need. You'll have all the resources to start generating leads right away. So, as a training summary here, what I'm going to cover for you is how to create meetings through content, how to generate meetings through cold outreach and outreach in general, also warm outreach to speed up your results 10x. Okay, so one thing before we get started, it's important that you set up your profile in this way. You have your background image with a bottom like you want it to point to your lead magnet in your feature section. Important thing, if you don't have a lead magnet, first of all, I recommend you create one. But if you don't have it in the meantime, what you can do instead of you can basically copy your headline here and say DM me for info or whatever, having a call to action there. Just DM me, actually, don't need for info. And in your feature section, just don't have random posts, have like testimonials, case studies, something that like showcase proof of your work, the results that you got for your clients. Okay, so here are what we'll be covering today is a source of leads. You have content, lead gen, and optimized feature section, right? So what I mean by content is simply the process of creating content. Lead generation is DMs, and optimized feature section, it's basically your profile funnel. When people come to see your content, they come to check your profile, you want to be able to capture that traffic, right? You actually have two ways to capture that traffic. One is through your profile, and another one is through a small button that you have on your content that says subscribe to my newsletter. As you can see here, subscribe to my newsletter. It's a premium feature, so you need to have this one here. And also in the comments, you want to have call to actions in this particular, as you can see here, for people to subscribe to either here have a webinar or to get my free resource. So that's also going to generate leads. Okay, so when it comes to content, you have different kind of contents. You have content, you have demand generation content, and then you have lead magnet posts. What is the difference? So demand generation is basically are the contents where you create more followers, more engagement, more people that follow you for the future to convert, because not everybody's, when you give educational content, you explain how to, like you give tips, you're creating demand for the future, right? There is like a new follower that has been nurtured by your content and might be ready in a few weeks, in a few months, even in a few years, who knows? Whereas with lead magnet posts, you are capturing the people that are ready to, to start generating leads at least, or to start doing it with you to become clients, right? Sorry, I'm talking about my specific case. You're capturing basically the attention of people that have a need that you can solve, either with you or through your free resources, but they're entering your funnel, so they might become clients soon. So when it comes to lead magnet posts, so this kind of post I'm not going to cover today. Just very briefly, this is, sorry, here. This is kind of like a demand generation post, how I increased my conversion views in the summer and by 103%, as you can see here, and giving tips. I'm educating my niche. I'm showing some results. And then I have lead generation posts. Here, as you can see, it's a just comment magnet to get it for free, to get my resource free. We must be connected. This is very important because this is going to generate new followers. And as you can see here, I get maybe from this post only, I got maybe 150 leads, something like that. By leads, I mean marketing qualified leads, meaning people who are requesting my resource, started following me, send me a connection request that fit my ICP. Okay, so what you need to do is to create lead magnets. Just break down your processes, new angle for the same lead magnet. So change the headline, update your lead magnets, create new ones, events, case study, guides. Don't share the what, but the how. Actually, it's the other way around. Don't share the how, but the what. Lead magnets have an expiry date. Create new ones. Kind of often update the same one. Once you grow to a certain point, you can start using the same ones, but initially you want to have fresh lead magnets. And also, every lead magnet is an opportunity to resume a conversation with a lead. So don't worry if people keep asking for your lead magnets, because every time you have a new opportunity to start a conversation with them. Okay, and then add it to your feature section as I showed you earlier. So when it comes to outreach, okay, so what you need to do is the best way to generate leads, to find creators who target the same ICP. Or otherwise, what you can do, you can use Sales Navigator. Sales Navigator is like my least favorite option, but sometimes it's necessary to use, right? If you have, for example, if you're doing outsourcing, if you're staffing companies for like IT staffed companies, you want to find people that have a certain size of a certain department where you can come and say, hey, if you outsource with us, this is going to be cheaper than what you have right now. Or if you're looking to expand your IT department, we can do it for you more with a lot more flexible option. It's a much cheaper, so you need Sales Navigator, right? Otherwise, my favorite way to find leads is to find leads that this is kind of like my value ladder. What you want to do, you want to find leads who are asking for a resource from a competitor. So like people that reply to, for example, here, my people that comment the keyword magnet from a competitor, but that's not always possible. So what you want to do, if that's not possible, you want to find leads that are either commenting or liking a post of a competitor, or even a peer, or kind of like somebody that is offering a how do you call it, like a kind of like a service that it's serving the same people but with a different offer, right? Because you want to find people that are posting frequently, that have a, if they have a higher engagement, the better. You want to find people to get leads from that are posting frequently, that have high engagement, that will be their leads are potential leads for you, because you want to find people who are active on LinkedIn, right? You want to find people that are more likely to accept your connection request and start a conversation just because they're active on LinkedIn and they have an interest to expand their network. So those are the best leads. Save 10 of them, comment 3 times. If they are you should have different tiers of ICPs. So the high tier, the one that, are worth more money. One of my clients just within 1 week generated a meeting for a company they're negotiating right now for $1.5 million. That, of course, you can invest time in commenting, building a relationship before you send a connection request, right? But then you have your 1K lifetime, whatever customers, then you can send prospects that you can send a connection request right away. So, and also when it comes to lead magnets, don't worry about not having an audience now. Like one of my clients just generated the first one ever. It just sent me a screenshot that got 100 comments, even though I think he has 2,000, 3,000 followers, I believe. I'm not sure. But also when I had less than 2,500 followers, I had my first lead magnet, and I generated the next month 23 or 25 sales calls, something like that. So don't worry about the number of followers you have. So, but it's important that you have given value in the past. If you haven't, just start giving value and then start testing with lead magnets ideas. So when you connect, ask a question. If it's a cold prospect, I typically ask questions about their business that are not really not related to my business, but are related to their business. So, for example, I saw that you're offering consulting, that you're offering coaching services. Are you typically working on a one-on-one basis, or you work on a group basis, right? Questions like that, to kind of like simple answers to start a conversation. Then the next question, you pivot, right? You ask a question about your topic, like, if you're a language coach, do you use English at work? Career coach, how's work going? How's client acquisition going? If you're a lead generation expert. So kind of like a question to start exploring how things are going. Because if things are going well, there's really not there's no need right now to keep this conversation alive, to keep exploring, keep probing, because this person doesn't have a problem you can solve, right? With cold outreach, one thing that I like to do at this stage, I like to give value. So what I say, I just released a training. If I haven't done it here when the connection request, I do it now. I just released a training on how I onboarded 47 clients in my first year on LinkedIn, starting with less than 450 followers. Let me know if you would like to receive. If you want to get it, it's on me, obviously. Right. So this is how I start giving value. I also really uncover a need, because if they don't want it, they probably don't have a need that I can solve, right? A problem that I can solve. So if you can help, probe, see if you can help, probe, is this a priority for you? What do you think you'll need? How long has this been going on for? And then you offer a call. If they answer this question, hey, Steph, I've been trying to generate leads this and that way, but didn't work. Good. So at that point, I'm just like, good. Look, this is something that I can help with. Would you like to schedule a call to explore what it would look like if we work together? This is how I phrase it. Good. If they say yes, I don't send any link. I just say, good, I have an open slot on Tuesday at 2 a.m. Said, if it's a no, send a reminder, just whatever, just put in your CRM to send a reminder to make sure that you can, you have worked this lead already. So just make sure that you're giving another go if you feel like there is a opportunity there. Prime them to make a decision. So this is very important. When you invite them on a call, just don't show up on the call. Just do some work earlier. Just send them testimonials. Send kind of like, if you have a video of the structure of what it would look like to work with you, send that video, send testimonials, and just kind of like say, hey, look, we're going to get on a call. Just make sure you come up with all of your questions, or you ask them questions in advance to say, hey, so we can just focus on your business on the call and make sure that by the end of the call, we can make a decision whether it's a yes or a no. Sometimes you need more calls, but in most cases, if it's not like a super high ticket, if it's like a 8K, most of and there are no other decision makers involved that cannot show up on the call, you can make a decision on the call. So just make sure you're priming the lead to make a decision on the call when it's possible. So if you can help them, ask questions on the call and then schedule a second call if it's needed. Otherwise, make your offer and either the lead becomes a client or you set a reminder. Okay. So this is all for this training. This is the whole structure of how I generate leads and clients through LinkedIn. Okay.